Hey guys, I'm Rack, and I'm here. I'm excited to talk about Super Smash Brothers. We're gonna have some awesome matches. We've got Evan Tatarka. Tatarka, is that how you pronounce it? All right, he is going by the pseudonym of Brony Boy. Very mysterious. I'm not sure what that means, but we're gonna find out here soon enough. And then his opponent is somebody else.
Brian Elliott, who we were just on,
He
commentary
was just talking,
and
now
yet
it's
has
me.
vanished. I don't know where he went. He was right there. Maybe he's taking a bio break. So let's see. Racking my brain, no pun intended, to try to remember the mains, because I know Brian typically plays Pikachu. And if I'm not mistaken, Evan, you play a lot of Samus, but you also play a lot of Inkling. So you're going to stick with Inkling, you think? Nice. Cool. So yes, I remember. Actually, that is a good backstory. So two topics of conversation. First of all, this is your first Treevo, right?
No.
Is that correct? No.
No.
Were you
I just chill like in the middle,
Gotcha.
somewhere where like nobody notices,
Right.
but I'm still always there.
Hell yeah.
I'm like 5th seed or something, 6th.
Yeah, man.
I'm way
You're
more
on the come
relevant
up.
than I thought I would be, so that's cool.
Do you remember
Let me see.
we had this
bracket.
matchup in the first Treevo? Do you remember that?
Evan versus Brian.
Evan versus Brian.
Oh man, I do not remember that.
And it was included in one of the highlight reels when all was said and done. And Evan came out on top.
Ooh.
I remember the infamous move sort of turned into a meme was the ink roller for him, the side B of Inkling that puts you underground.
It's a good move.
It's
Everybody
a
loves
very
it.
good move. All right. How do we switch the scene, Brian? Breaking the fourth wall a little bit. Left and right or down arrow. What? Whoa! There's the bracket, you guys.
Oh cool, I'm not there
Oh,
anymore.
that is so cool.
Wait, I don't like being
Look
on
at
camera.
that. All right.
This is
All right.
perfect. Oh, okay, yeah, this is good. Good stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, the banjo! What do you think of Banjo as a character so far?
I think he's right in the middle of the road. And I think that could either work in Brian's favor, because Evan might not have had time to... Okay, so Evan,
Well, that
Evan's
solves
saying
that.
he's never played against this character.
Champion. Alright, let's go.
But on the other hand, Brian, and I mean the community at large, probably doesn't know all of the tips and tricks that Banjo is capable of, whereas
Right.
we've had much more time to develop the metagame for most of the other characters in the roster.
Now, I've played Banjo twice, and let me tell you from those...
Against or playing as?
As. And let me tell you, the 2 times that I've played with him, I felt like I have a very solid, fair game, but
Yeah.
not a really strong combo game going.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's very straightforward.
He's got a really good neutral air. You see coming out right
Although,
there.
yeah, I was gonna say-
for combos, but other than that,
Bran is kind of disproving my initial assumptions, but
it's about.
we go with it.
It's pretty even in percent. Bran is up a stock right now.
It's a good match. Lots of shielding, good repositioning.
For sure.
Lots of back and forth.
One thing that might kind of turn the tides compared to what we saw in the first Treevo, right, where Inkling, Evan took this over Brian, when Brian was playing Pikachu a much lighter character. So he might have died a lot earlier with the Ink Roller hits, and now with
that's true,
Banjo,
yeah.
he's going to be a lot heavier. It might take 2 or 3 of those compared to just 1 or 2 that we saw in the first Treevo. Whatever it is, it's certainly working out for him. He's up almost an entire stock, but until you take the stock, doesn't really matter, right?
Right.
Saying about this game, you spawn at death percent. You can die at 0. Percentage doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of looking like... It seems like the advantages that Bran is deriving are more based on the newness of Banjo. Evan
can
doesn't
see that.
quite seem to have a handle on the exact hitboxes of everything.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's getting punished by the Wonder Wing a little bit too much.
I was just going to mention that. So for people at home, I mean, Banjo's like only been out a couple of weeks, right? People at home, even if they've played Smash Brothers either in the previous iteration or this one, they might not know all of Banjo's movesets. It's fairly standard, you know, I think, but I think that one move that really sticks out in my mind as unique is the Wonder Wing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh yeah, so it's actually from the very first Banjo-Kazooie game. It is, in the original game, it's like an invincibility star power-up kind of thing.
Okay, kind of like the star in Mario?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But in this, it's similar to Charizard's side B,
Okay.
in that you're invincible while you, or not invincible, but you have super armor while you're performing it.
Okay.
But it doesn't have the recoil, which is really nice. So you can use it to interrupt attacks or get around your opponent attempting to space you,
Right.
things like that. But it does have a limited number of uses per stock.
I gotcha.
Is it 5 or 6? I have trouble counting the feathers, to be honest.
I think it's 5 feathers per
Whoa!
life. And that is going to be
That
the
was
first game.
brutal.
Finishing off with the Wonder Wing, as you
And the
were calling it.
2-stock.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Man.
Dang.
And pulling out some interesting moves. Like, I've never seen that combo before.
Yeah, the down. I think it was down throw, right, to put him into the ground. for
Right,
over B.
and then the Wonder Wing, yeah.
Yep,
Good stuff. I'm excited to see what he pulls out for the next match.
for sure. Yeah, Banjo pick definitely working out for him, turning the tides from what we saw in Treevo #1. I wonder if there's going to be a character swap or if they're going to stick with it. I mean, it seems like it's working out for Brian, right? So, but you never know.
Maybe Evan will counterpick, though.
Right.
I do think that Inkling is not the choice against Banjo because
Going Yoshi.
you really aren't, you don't outrange him,
Right.
and you have a lot of trouble killing him as Inkling.
That is
And he
true.
can just Wonder Wing right through the Ink Roller. So your most straightforward kill move is already just directly countered by one of Banjo's moves.
For sure. Kind of to the point of what we were talking about earlier about how, you know, the community hasn't really figured out all of the inner workings of Banjo and Kazooie. Similarly, fighting against him, people haven't developed that muscle memory yet of
Right.
like figuring out when to dodge and how to defend against these certain moves. And actually, in the direct where Sakurai, creator of Smash Bros, or director, I don't know his title, but he's basically like the guy, the Smash guy. When he announced Banjo, he said the downfall of Banjo is the ending lag of that over B. He said it was super punishable.
Oh,
but
really?
but
Interesting.
nobody has been able to get that muscle memory yet to
seems
react to it.
It seems like it crosses so much ground that it's really hard to punish it.
It's insane. It really does.
Oh, and he goes with that combo again. The down throw into Wonder Wing for the KO.
Brian might be defining the Banjo and Kazooie metagame right now.
At least here in Charlottesville, Virginia.
I see our viewership spiked to like 1K real quick, so I think maybe a bunch of the pros are tuning in, trying to get some
Yeah.
Banjo tech right about now. I see MK Leo
This
in the
is
chat.
the place for it to be,
That's pretty
for
cool.
them to be. Oh, and punishes the down B from Evan.
So, barring the idea that, you know, anybody going up against Banjo and Kazooie in this tournament is going to develop the knowledge about how to counter Banjo and Kazooie within the 2 or 3 games that they play. That seems pretty hard. I think the best option that you have against him is choosing a heavy character, so his Wonder Wing is a little bit less effective. We see Evan
Yeah.
doing that with the choice of Yoshi. Yoshi much heavier than Inkling. So hopefully working out a little bit better there.
I also think that characters that have like a good, just better long-range game than what we're seeing
Yeah, for
from
sure.
Evan have a little bit more in the way of options there.
Right.
Something like a Lucina would be able to better space Banjo, whereas Yoshi and Inkling, they have to be right up next to Banjo. And then Banjo can just throw out moves like you're seeing here with the down grab and Wonder Wing, and it's so many ways to just counter that aggressive in-your-face style of play.
Yeah, his playstyle right now is reminding me a little bit of Sean K. You know why? Because he has
Why is
one
that?
grab and you're dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we didn't get to see a whole lot of Sean K's like move repertoire in the last match that he was in.
Yo, perfectly even percent. Okay, it's
But
ruined now, but
they're
Oh.
stock.
pretty close. Oh, for sure, but it was literally the same percentage, even. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say we'll be seeing more of Sean K in bracket.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
I'm sure.
We'll definitely get to see
It'll be
that
just
Patrick
fine.
style. So Evan, again, building up that rage. There
Oh,
we go,
and
coming into
that's
play
game.
for him.
Oh
yet.
no! I mixed up my characters. Oh man. Can he do the come from behind victory?
I believe it for sure. 128 on Yoshi. He's already a heavy character. He's probably not going to die in the next hit. It's true. He's doing a good job of not
That
getting
was good
grabbed.
spacing with the back air.
It was.
Oh, but that Wonder Wing, it's so hard to play
One
around,
coming out.
especially when you're such.
Did Brian just win a game?
Brian.
He did. Congrats, Brian.
So far, everything according to my prediction.